morning, you guys. It is 5:15 right now. I woke up at 5 a.m. naturally. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll just wake up far before my alarm and I just kind of go with it because if I'm not awake, like if I wake up and I'm like, ooh, I feel tired, I'll go back to sleep. But if I wake up and I'm awake, sometimes I feel like that's better than just like going back to sleep and trying to get more sleep. So woke up at 5, but my alarm was set for 6:45. So I'm up kind of early. I'm just starting the grade alone. And yeah, I'm just on the first section, like first few pages. But so far it's good. I'm going to read for a little bit. And I'm kind of like reading 2 books at once. I just started one last night and this is the one I'm starting this morning. And then in a few, usually I wait like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna make some coffee, which I already made coffee, but I just need to heat it up because I don't want to grind beans when Ryan's asleep. So he usually wakes up around 7. So when I wake up at like 5 or 5:30, I have some time to myself, which is kind of a nice feeling because I'm a morning person. Ryan's a night owl, so he gets nights and I get mornings to myself. I'm gonna read for a bit and then we'll make some coffee. I made some coffee yesterday because I was going to be running with my friends. I didn't end up drinking it because we went to a coffee shop. So I just put it in this container and I refrigerated it. So I'm going to just pour it into a mug and warm it up because I feel like since I refrigerated it, it should be fine. It's 5:50 now. In like 30 minutes, P's automatic feeder will go off and then he'll probably come hang out in the living room with me. I'm not sure what it is, but some days I wake up and I'm so hyper. I am almost on chapter 4 of my book, but I'm pausing for a sec because Ryan is now awake, which means I can now go shower because I can make some noise. So I'm gonna take a quick shower and then we'll take P on his walk. Also, I have to recognize the shirt every time I wear it in a video because it's just so funny to me. Yeah, I'm gonna shower now. It's about 7 and then that way I can go take him on his walk and then enjoy the rest of the morning before I have to sign on for work at 8:30. Already had some coffee. Again, feeling really good despite the fact that I woke up at like 5 on the dot. Just naturally, it was very interesting. But I think it's partially because I had a pretty relaxing day yesterday after my workout and I felt really good during the workout too, which is nice. So I got to almost chapter 4 in my book. So I don't know how many pages in that is. I think like 30 pages in, maybe 40 max. I got a little distracted, like looking a few things up on my computer and stuff, but I feel like I had a pretty good reading morning and we're going to continue to have a reading morning. It's going to be almost 80 degrees here. So I feel like maybe that's part of what's making me a little bit hyper is the weather is so beautiful today. So gonna shower, get dressed, take him on a walk, continue reading, and then we'll get to work. Okay, I'm now signing on for work. So that was the morning routine. I feel like we had a pretty productive morning. I feel really good. I don't know if it's just because of the weather. Sometimes I get a little bit nervous when I feel this good on like a Monday, especially because then I'm like, how is that going to translate into when I am, later down in the week, like on a Thursday or something? But we shall see. I'm going to start signing on for work and I will see you guys for day 2 tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Today's Tuesday and I did not wake up until my alarm. I did actually wake up at 5 a.m. this morning, but it was not like yesterday where I was just like ready to get up. I was so tired. So I was like, I'm gonna just let myself sleep in, and I'm glad I did. Yesterday, I felt so good all day. I didn't need a nap or anything like that, so I was happy about that. But I did go to bed early. So I went to bed early and I slept in. So I guess I really needed it. But this morning, I would really love to read, but I got lazy yesterday, and so I didn't do my final edits last night. So I'm doing them this morning, and then I'm gonna post this video, and then we're gonna walk P and start work. Today, I don't have to be online until 9, so I have a little bit more time, which is was really nice. But yeah, this is just like a different type of morning, I guess, because yesterday I did a lot of reading in the morning. Today, probably won't get to any of it. Let's do some editing and then we'll go take pee. Getting ready to go into the office. I think I'm gonna work from the office today. Yesterday I worked from the dining room table, which was just nice because it was super sunny, but it is sunny in here too. Not to say that it's not, but sometimes you just want a change of scenery. I have to clean off my desk a little though, because I just have like books and random things in here. I was just trying to play outside before I started work with P, but I like threw the Frisbee and then he just grabbed it and then just sat there staring at me. So I don't know, I guess we're not playing Frisbee. I think I'm going to get signed on now. So I guess that concludes day 2. Some days are a little bit more productive than others, I suppose. It was a very productive morning, but I just did not wake up nearly as early as I did yesterday. So it feels like I had a lot less time, or like I was a little bit more stressed, or I couldn't do as much. That's simply because I needed to have more sleep. So it's not actually a bad thing. So anyway, I'm going to get signed on now and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Today is Wednesday and it is 6 o'clock officially. I am just waking up. My hair is all crazy. Sometimes if I go to sleep with my hair wet, it gets like extra wild. And I went to sleep with my hair wet last night. I'm just waking up and I wanted to wake up early today, but I did not set my alarm for an early time, for like an early rise. And what I've been doing lately is I just have my alarm set for like 6:30ish, 6:45, but then I'll go to sleep early and then that way I can wake up without an alarm. Basically, my alarm is like just in case, because sometimes my body will naturally wake up early like it did today or like it did Monday. And honestly, it's so peaceful to not wake up with an alarm. But then worst case scenario, I still wake up at like 6:30 and I still have 2 hours before I have to log on for work. And honestly, for right now, I feel like that's been working. I'm gonna start reading. Last night I was reading We Used to Live Here and I actually got so scared. I had to like just pause halfway through a chapter and switch back to The Great Alone because I couldn't do it. I was like freaked out. So I'm gonna read We Used to Live Here and take advantage of it being daytime. And I think it's gonna have to be my daytime book for a little bit because I can't read it to go to bed. Anyway, that's the update. I think that's what I'm going to do this morning. I wanted to do maybe a little bit of editing, but I did that yesterday morning and I kind of missed reading. So I'm going to read today. I am pausing on the reading. I'm at a really good, insane spot. Honestly, this book is just getting better and better and I'm like excited to read it. Like I love this feeling when like you really don't want to put a book down. Best feeling ever. But I'm pausing because I'm going to quickly get dressed. Normally I just work from home, as you guys know, but today I thought it would be fun to head off to maybe like a coffee shop or something along those lines instead. So I'm gonna get a bag ready and I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna take P on his walk. And then I think I kind of was debating between 2 different coffee shops. There's one that I really like, but I didn't realize there was a location closer to me, so I wanted to check it out. But then also there's this one particular Starbucks that's like really cozy, has like lots of room, not super busy, and I have a Starbucks gift card. So then I wouldn't even have to like pay for my breakfast. So I think I'm going to opt for that and then we'll do the other one another time. But first and foremost, want to get ready. Again, like every single one of my mornings is so different from one another. I just kind of have like trends, I guess, not really like routines. So like I really like to read. Sometimes I like to edit. I haven't done it this week, but usually, or like I used to like to work out in the mornings, but lately I've been doing my workouts in the evenings, which is why I'm not doing them in the morning. And obviously walk pee. That's like probably like the only thing that's like a true routine because I kind of just go with what I'm feeling, like just kind of what I'm in the mood for. And I feel like that really sets up my day. Basically the first 2 hours before work, like 6:30 to 8:30 is like me time. I get to do whatever I want. And that's what I like about the mornings so much. Like I feel like I'm truly get to just do whatever I feel like. Anyway, let me go get dressed and get ready. And then we're gonna pack our bag and we'll walk pee. Okay, well, now that we have the bag packed, I think all I need to do, my computer is still charging, but I just need to bring a water bottle, which I always like to have with me, and then we're ready. And we have another hour before we need to head out. So I think for the rest of this morning, we're just going to read, and then we will head off to Starbucks. So with that being said, I think that kind of concludes today's morning routine, or morning, I don't even know what we really call these because they're not really routines, but today's morning. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I can't believe we're already halfway through the week. Good morning, you guys. Today is Thursday. We're already halfway through the week, which is, wait, I said that yesterday. We're not halfway through the week. We're more than halfway now. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like yesterday was actually kind of a nice day because I didn't have a lot of meetings. So I was able to kind of just do a lot of the stuff that I had to do and not stress about what time I need to be in a meeting or whatever. Like sometimes that feels like I have like mental constraints. So anyway, we're waking up now. It's 7 a.m. and I think today I'm going to focus in this morning on reading because I really want to get through The Great Alone, and I'm only like 100 pages in and I'm loving the story. I just haven't really had the time to read it. So I think that's going to be the plan for this morning. I was originally thinking about maybe doing some editing this morning, but I'm just not feeling it. And I did my workout last night, so I probably will do my workout again tonight. Those are the plans for this morning. I feel like my weekday mornings are pretty much all kind of the same. Like I have the same hour or so before I need to do all of the things. But first and foremost, I'm going to make some coffee. We're going to walk pee and then we'll get to reading. Okay, it is already like 8:25, so I feel like I'm running late today. Today's a 9 a.m. start day, so I do have time, but I just feel like I'm running late. I woke up around 6:30 because that's when P's feeder goes off, but my alarm didn't go off until 6:45, and then I didn't get out of bed until 7-ish, and I feel like whenever I don't get out of bed in time, I just don't like it. I don't have enough time to myself before I have to start getting ready for work. And like having an hour or two in comparison to having 30 minutes to myself, just like I feel like I'm basically just getting up to go to work. I don't love that feeling. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm going to go take P on his walk because he needs that. And then it has been really nice because in the mornings now that it's really nice out, although tomorrow it's going to be cold, but I can just open this door and while I'm reading and Ryan is having breakfast, P can go in and out, and it's honestly a really nice feeling. Long story short, I'm going to take him on his walk and then we're going to get ready for work. Good morning, you guys. It is like 6:20 and wow, it is bright out. I really should be editing, but I don't really feel like it right this second. So I think I'm going to read a little bit. I was like partially through a chapter in The Great Alone when I paused yesterday, so I think I'm going to finish at least that and either continue to read The Great Alone or we still live here. I'm not really sure. So I wanted to wake up a little bit earlier this morning like I did on Monday, but I went to bed late last night. I went to bed at like 10:30, so it just wasn't in the cards, but I feel like 6:20 or so is still a decent time to wake up. So I'm here and I'm gonna read some of my book. Okay, I officially made it to chapter 11 of my book, but I'm going to take a quick pause because it is now 7 a.m. and I want to quickly get dressed and get ready. I have one important meeting today and that's kind of it. I don't really have anything else crazy happening, and I'm hopeful that that meeting actually happens because it's been rescheduled like a million times. But I really want to make some coffee and get dressed and get ready, walk pee, and then that way I can read and just kind of de-stress before this meeting. I do have someone else on the meeting, but I get tense. That's what happens with important meetings. So I think that's what the plan is going to be this morning. I'm excited because tomorrow I'm supposed to go to play pickleball with some friends at I think 9 a.m. And then on Sunday, I always go running with my friend group with a different set of friends, but I don't know if we're going to be doing that because it's supposed to rain, but we're going to see what happens. So anyway, I'm going to go get ready, get dressed, make some coffee and go on our walk and then get ready for my meeting. And then we'll read some more. That's going to be the plan this morning.
Okay, I got really deep in my editing, so I didn't have a chance to officially sign off with you guys before I had to get started on work, but I am officially starting on work. It's 9:20 a.m. right now, and I have a few things to do. So that was the whole morning routine today. I feel like I actually did quite a bit. Like I did probably about an hour of reading and then an hour of editing, and I think I felt like I did more because I had a little bit more time because Ryan walked pee for me, which was really nice. But that was actually a very productive morning for me despite not waking up as early as I wanted to. Also, my pickleball plans got canceled for tomorrow, so we will not be playing pickleball, but we will still do something exciting on Saturday morning. So we'll see what we get up to, but for now, I'm gonna start work and I will see you guys for tomorrow's morning routine. Good morning, you guys. Today's Saturday, and like I mentioned to you guys before, I initially had plans for playing pickleball with some friends, but those plans have changed. So I just woke up and did I already say the time? It's like 7:15ish right now. Ryan is just getting showered. I'm gonna get dressed really fast and we're gonna head over to this coffee shop called La La Land. My friend gave me a gift card for Valentine's Day, but because it's like in a mall in my area, it's just not very accessible on like a weekday. I don't know, like Starbucks is easier, or like literally any other coffee shop feels easier than going there, even though it's like still fairly close. So Ryan has never been to La La Land, so I asked him this morning when we both woke up if he wanted to go, and he was like, only if we go early. And I was like, all right, let's go right now. So he's getting showered. I'm gonna go get dressed. I'm gonna walk pee really fast. We're gonna head over to La La Land, and then I think we're gonna just like kind of relax for a little bit, and then maybe we'll go to like the Natural History Museum or something. I don't know. That's something that Ryan suggested today, which is very random, but I don't think I've ever been. I have been to LA's at some point because I know it has like the tar pits and all of that, which are very famous, but I think it has not been since I was a child. We're gonna do maybe something like that today, but for now we're gonna get ready. Since it's the weekend and I don't have like work to establish my like end of my morning, I think we're just gonna go until about noon for these days. Good morning, happy Saturday. Let's go over to La La Land. Okay, I already finished my coffee somehow, and then we have this rug in this living room, and we had spilled some water on it yesterday, and so I just tried to remove it because I was like, maybe it'll be a vibe if we just like don't have a rug at all, which it is such a pretty space, but between all of our stuff being like kind of brown and then our couch being gray, it just like none of it matched up. So then we put it back, and now we're here, and I think I'm going to read for a little bit. I was reading We Used to Live Here last night, and I think I'm going to try to finish it this morning. I don't have much left, but I fell asleep while I was reading, so I want to just like see how much I can get done, and then based off of that, we'll either go back to reading The Great Alone, or we may or may not go do something, or like maybe do a workout, or I don't really know what the plans are, but it's only 8:50, almost 9 a.m. right now, so not very late yet, and we still have tons of time to do whatever we want. So I'm gonna start with reading, and did I already say I finished my coffee already? Because I already finished my coffee, so I guess I'll go get water and we'll go from there. It is about 11:40 right now, and it's almost noon, so the morning is almost over. But basically all we did this morning, I was intending to do a workout this morning because I didn't end up doing one last night, but I got lazy. So Ryan's gonna go take his nap. I'm gonna start getting ready. We're wanting to go over to the Natural History Museum here in Los Angeles. I haven't been since I was a kid, like I was saying before. I have been in that like area, and I've also been to LACMA, obviously recently. I think in like June or so is when I went to LACMA, but I haven't been to the Natural History Museum like inside. in a very long time. So it should be exciting and pretty, I'm assuming. But I was going to read a little bit more, but our new plan is to go maybe around like leave here at 12:15 or so. So I'm going to actually go get showered. But since the morning is over, I guess that's like basically all we did this morning is get some coffee, take a little bit of a stroll, and do some reading, which is our usual. I also made a little bit of I made a bagel for lunch because I wasn't feeling super hungry, but I knew that I was going to get hungry later based off of our plans. So that's it for right now. So I'm going to go take my shower, and I guess I will see you tomorrow for my Sunday morning routine. Good morning, you guys. I'm wrapped in my cozy blanket. Today is Sunday, so our last day of morning routines. It is 7:22 right now. Normally, this is the time that I would be heading out to go on my run. I was supposed to be going over to Santa Monica to run with my friends, but considering yesterday, Ryan and I just didn't really do a whole lot. We kind of just sat around the house together. He did his Legos and watched a movie while I read and that kind of thing, which was really fun. But we initially intended to go to the museum and it just didn't happen for a variety of reasons. So we're going to go today. So normally, again, I would go on my run right now, but instead I'm going to do a little at-home workout and then go over to the museum, get ready for all of that. So it's, like I said, 7:22 according to the oven, which is always a little off, but roughly 7:20. I'm going to start doing my workout around 8, and then that way I'll be ready by 9, and the Natural History Museum doesn't open until 9:30, so we'll have plenty of time if we do that, and then that gives me a little bit more time to just kind of wake up, read, do my thing, which we love. I love to have time in the morning between being awake and doing something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just it fills me. I love to, clearly, if you cannot tell by these morning routines, I love to read a little bit or whatever. On the mornings that I typically work out, I will either before work, I will either work out and then have time still to read, or I'll read and then work out. But I always give myself that extra time because it just really changes my day around. I feel like I have time to myself, which is so important for me. So anyway, those are the plans for today and this morning. So I'm going to start off by doing some reading. I'm still reading The Great Alone, and I'm going to get some water. I'm going to wait to have any coffee until after my workout. Then we'll go get ready for the museum, which I'm very excited about. Let's go read, and then we will go get ready to work out. I just finished my workout. I'm still super sweaty, but I'm going to go grab my water bottle and then I'm going to start getting ready. It's about 8:45 and I told Ryan I'd be ready by 9. So I just have to shower and get changed and then I'll pretty much be ready. I'm not going to do my hair or anything, but that felt so good. I'm so glad that I did the workout and that I got it over with. And now we don't have to think about it for the rest of the day because that's my favorite activity apparently, is to not do a workout in the morning and then think about how I have to do a workout for the rest of the day. It's just so nice to get it over with. So let's go get showered and get ready and we'll head off to the museum. Whoa, falling over. Okay, it is now far beyond the noon threshold that I initially had for myself, but we went over to the Natural History Museum, which was so much fun, and I didn't realize how big it was. I thought that I had been to this museum. I think maybe at some point in my childhood I have been, but I was thinking about the La Brea Tar Pits Museum the whole time. So once we actually got there, I was like, wait, I think this is all new to me. So it was kind of fun to see something new and potentially something that I haven't seen ever, or maybe since I was 5 or 6, because it's been a really long time. My family and I didn't come to LA often living in San Diego, even though it was fairly close. I think we only came a handful of times, but when we did come, we would go to any of the museums or things like that. That's just what kids do. So anyway, we did that and we were initially going to then get some lunch, but we decided against it and just had food at the house. So we just came home and I made myself some food and that was it for Sunday. So we got a lot done. We did some reading, workout, went to a museum all before noon, which is pretty productive, I think. So anyway, yeah, this was a week of mornings, I guess you could call it. I feel like my mornings can very much be like, I don't have any type of routine, so they can very much be all over the place. But I do feel like in general, I clearly have some sort of themes across my various mornings, like reading or editing or trying to do like a workout, things like that. Normally, again, I do some more workouts in the mornings, but this week in particular, I happen to do them in the evening. So it's kind of just whenever fits in my schedule that week. But with all that being said, that's all I have for you guys for today's video. So thank you guys for spending the last 7 mornings with me. It was really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. That's all I have for you guys though. So thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.